last episode, they kind of tracked a bunch of stuff down, got some interesting things, and we can pick up really right from there.
Love it. Thank you for the introductions. We are back on track with our stones and our hearts. Let's play Blittle League. Before we begin, Marissa, can you please give Zlobs the snack he's currently obsessed with? And with that, I'll hand it over to John for episode 136.
Alrighty, everybody. So, there were really two big things that we kind of left off with last time. Firstly, Mindy was given or kind of discovered from the Book of Leviathan, the ancient but also futuristic text that that she shepherds. She discovered a phone number to get her in touch with Ocean, a fellow psychic that she had a brief run-in with several weeks earlier.
Yes.
And also, Darby and Zlobs were in the north end of Boston planning a heist to secure a very specific text that would allow the library at the high school to be rebuilt. And so that's what we're going to focus on tonight. So, Mindy, we'll start there with you. You have the phone number. You are at home. What do you want to do?
So I think Nana helped me get this out of the Book of Leviathan.
Yep.
A business card for Ocean, the psychic, like me. Well, I guess I don't know how much like me she is, but I want to find out. On the business card, it said in my own Mindy handwriting, do not call this number. Oh, sorry. It said, call this number. And then that was crossed out and it said, do not call this number.
And then that was crossed out.
And then that was crossed out?
And it said, call this number, but then that was crossed out.
Oh.
And then don't call this number.
What did it settle on?
The longer you look at it, the less sure you are. Because as you learned from a very serious conversation with Nana Mathers last session, the Book of Leviathan that you hold is not a book of history and not a book of things that have already happened. It's a book of things that have happened and will happen. The book is at any given point complete, having gathered all of the information that anyone will ever write in it, stretching both into the past and into the future. So,
one of Nana's more impressive creations, if I may say.
Indeed. It's in essence kind of the brain of the Leviathan organization that Clarissa Mathers, Armistice Pierce, and a few of their colleagues formed during and after the war. So yeah, the thing that you kind of realize when looking at the card is that depending, like you're kind of holding it in your hand and looking at it, you're flipping it back and forth, and you kind of are like talking yourself into calling Ocean. And when you do, like the text kind of settles on call. Or don't call with a cross. And then we're like, no, this is wild. Am I playing with the timeline? Then it kind of settles on the other one. It's like when you're in a dream and you're trying to read something in the dream, like the kind of the text gets weird. It's like that, but you're wide awake.
Yeah, this is giving me a headache to look at. So I'm going to flip it over away from my handwriting. And whatever I write on this card seems like a problem for future me. Maybe just 5 minutes in the future, but we'll find out. I'm going to call the number. I cannot live without the knowledge of this woman. I just need to know who she is. I want to know if she's a human experiment like me. And I want to know if she can teach me more about my powers, because I'm hearing whispers that Kestrel has new powers that I don't have, which I find mostly annoying, but also be disadvantageous to us as a group and frightening. So that's me talking myself into it. I pick up the phone, I dial the number.
A loft in South Boston, Fort Point neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
The brick walls are 20 feet high, And where there aren't windows, there is art. Huge pieces and small pieces, some portraits, some landscapes, some abstract and modern. Ocean sits in a low chair, staring at a blank canvas, resting on an easel in the middle of the room. She stands up, stretches, cracks her knuckles above her head, and walks into her kitchen. There are 2 magnetic timers on the fridge, one counting down until the roasted vegetables in the oven will be done, and one counting down until New England is destroyed and 30 million people cease to be. The first timer goes off.
Oh no.
Patty pan, squash, and sweet potatoes. Then her phone rings. It is you. Right on time.
Oh. Okay. No, yep. We made the decision. We stand by the decision.
Mm-hmm. Ocean picks it up. This is consulting.
This is Mindy.
What would you like to talk about?
I'd like to meet you.
Sure. Do you have a place in mind?
I have an office. But you have to climb a rope ladder.
I understand. I will waive my fee and see you in 18 minutes.
Okay. And thank you for picking up. Have a good day. Have a good day. Okay, bye. See you soon. Bye. Nailed it.
Exactly 18 minutes later, a car pulls up on your street, and
it's a really good time.
Yeah, it's outstanding time. She knows exactly when the lights will turn, she gets out, wearing certainly a less severe outfit this time than when you first saw her, like when she was kind of like on the clock, kind of like long black coats, like tactical boots, like notebook, like glasses. Like now she's dressed dark business casual, but she gets out of the car. She parks like 2 houses down, and then kind of walks the 2 houses over, and she looks at you and kind of nods, and you head up to your office up in the tree, and she follows. She kind of sits.
Yeah. By the way, I know that this treehouse office has been around with us through the years, but I'm a teenager now, so this treehouse has matured. There are full chairs that we're sitting in. Adult-sized chairs. There is a writing desk. There's a Pulp Fiction poster. This is a grown-up office. Yeah, so it's nice up here now. And I also, as usual, my dad's made us a snack. Excuse me, my father's prepared us some amuse-bouche.
Catering.
My dads are catering. Usually they make the hot dogs, of course, but this is a fancy event, so they have cut up the hot dogs into slices and served them with some cheese and cracker. Oh my god!
Ocean kind of looks at the spread on like the little writing table, and like picks up like a little paper plate that is laid out next to it, and kind of like makes a show of like putting one of everything on it. She kind of rests it next to her on the arm of the chair. How did you get the number?
That's a difficult question, actually. I suppose I gave it to myself.
She opens up her notebook and just like very clearly just makes a check mark.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. How old does she look?
Like she's... You can't... well, you know what? Give me a 2d6 plus sharp. This will kind of just be a general observation of her vibes.
Yes. Oh, that's exactly what I want, John. I want to observe her.
Vibe check?
It's a vibe check, and it's a 12.
Okay. Yeah.
Vibes are immaculate.
So, Ocean... your observation of Ocean, none of this is mental, by the way. This is just you, like, assessing who she is. It is very clear to you, and it's almost like time slows down when you do this. It is very clear to you that Ocean puts a lot of effort into a very curated look. Because, like, when you kind of go through your memories of, like, the first time you met Ocean, like, it's like she was essentially like halfway between science fiction movie star and secret police. And this time it's like more casual, but still like she's like wearing foundation, but not makeup. She like did her hair, but not too much. Like the sneaker, like, you know, she probably has different sneakers, but she chose these sneakers. Ocean, apparently to you, works very, very carefully to project a certain image, and that image changes quite a bit. Like based on just like her facial features and like how tall she is and stuff, you're pretty sure she could probably look like a fashion model, or look like a bodyguard, or look like a townie at a bar. Like, it's just, she just kind of is a blank canvas. You can tell that she has put herself together to look as unassuming and non-threatening as possible. Also, that's beyond that, you would probably put her age somewhere between 28 and 30.
Okay, that's pretty exact.
Yeah.
Okay. Older than me, younger than Nana. All right. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I'm like, the fact that she's trying to look unassuming to me, if I should feel good about that she wants me to think of her as approachable, or if it's because she wants to be more of like secretly threatening.
Well, I could tell you one more thing too with the 12. She did not appear surprised when she saw the appetizers. She was not surprised when you called her. She was not surprised when she climbed up the rope ladder. She did not get a splinter on the third rung that always gives people splinters. So you surmise that she is not surprised by whatever your reaction to her is.
Right. Oh, this is what an interesting person to have a conversation with. Okay. Okay. Ocean? May I call you Ocean?
Please.
I have, if you'll excuse my forwardness, been inside your mind.
I know.
So, I know you know. And I am not typically very good at reading people without using that skill of mine, but I'm finding it quite easy to read you. And I think that's because you're someone who likes to I guess, cut to the chase. Maybe you're someone who likes to be plain. in this situation.
That is not always so, but it is so right now. And she kind of makes another check mark in her book.
So maybe you'd like me to be very plain with you.
Please.
Okay. I wanted to meet you because I'm a psychic and you're a psychic. And I find you very interesting. And I have questions for you as someone who's a psychic and older than me.
Mm.
Do you consider yourself wise?
Yes.
Good.
But it also feels like anyone who has what we have could be wise.
Say more.
It's like I woke up with a wallet full of money.
Ocean,
Yes.
were you born and or created in this way?
I was created.
Lore.
Were you created by your grandmother?
I was not.
Oh. I was.
Nor yours.
Oh, that was going to be one of my questions. Oh, you knew that. Okay. Who were you created by? Wait, before you tell me that, I want this information in a specific order. What were you created for a specific purpose?
Yes, but I did not achieve that purpose.
Oh, I'm very interested in speaking to you about this because it keeps me up at night all the time, whether I'll achieve my purpose.
What would you say your purpose is?
Save the world, I guess.
You are correct.
And I'm afraid I'm off to a bit of a bad start.
Why do you think that?
Well, you're aware of my mishap.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't happened yet, but, well, it's supposed to, right?
Mm-hmm.
The destruction of New England, my fault.
It's complicated.
Yes, I know it's complicated, Ocean, but if someone says that you're going to destroy New England and someone replies to that and says it's complicated, don't you think that's already kind of a bad feeling?
Admittedly, yes.
Okay. What was your purpose? Was it world saving?
No, not at all.
Was it for evil or for good?
I would consider it evil. I think most of the world would as well.
Oh, excellent. And who was it you were created by? I'm ready for this information now.
There's an organization with hands in many pies. And, they sought to control things that they couldn't really control. And so they needed... Well, they had an idea, you see. It's a concept. It's called temporal supercognition. It existed on paper until it existed in me. And, my parents were told I was gifted. I was taken to what they were told was a special school. I was there for several years. And when I emerged, that which was theoretical became reality.
Do you know why they chose you?
Probably because I was gifted.
In what way?
You realize when you ask that the probably was entirely unnecessary and Ocean's way of sounding humble.
That's not necessary.
Thank you. Well, they tested children in my preschool. I had better cognition, better hand-eye coordination. I didn't talk as much. I was easily distracted. I think I checked a lot of their boxes.
Am I allowed to know the name of the organization?
Yeah.
Lore. Lore. It could be any of the orgs in our game in the world.
In the Blittle League world.
In the Blittle League world.
In the
Blorld.
Blorld.
Where in the world is
Awful mouthfeel
ocean
on that
come
word.
from? Yeah, that's bad. It's a bad mouthfeel. Bridget, you're muted.
Yeah, I know.
No, okay.
World.
Thank you, Bridget.
The Elemental Academy of America.
The Elemental Academy of America?
The one that's in Cambridge?
Mm-hmm.
The one that we like bombed. Not bombed.
Hey.
Not like when you like go into a party unexpected. Crash. That's the one. Crash.
Yes.
One of my favorite episodes. Absolute chaos.
Yeah. She goes on to give you like a good couple of minutes of information about it, but essentially the Elemental Academy of America is essentially a group of Boston elite, like families with innate magical ability dating all the way back to the Mayflower. Wealthy, powerful scions of New England, governors, senators, captains of industry. And the Elemental Academy of America is essentially somewhere between a scientific organization and a social club. And a group within the Elemental Academy of America decided they wanted to tip the scales of world affairs further in their direction. And so they wanted to more or less create someone that could tell the future. And what they got was Ocean.
But you left.
I did.
How long ago did you leave?
Well, they wanted me to finish high school, which I did, before they then hired me. I lasted about 2 years before I got into consulting. And I made sure that they would never hire me again.
Ooh, ominous.
Interesting. I want to ask you about something. Usually when I want to know something from somebody, I read their mind. But I wanted to ask you these things because there are a couple reasons. Number one, I find your mind intimidating. And I fear what I might see if I were to read it. And two, because I would like to begin some kind of relationship with you. And this felt like a better foot to start off on, a conversation, right? That's what Morgan taught me.
She checks off a box, then pauses for a second, and then checks off a second box.
So
she puts her notebook down and takes a bite of a hot dog.
So here's what I have to ask about, and I'm not sure I want to know the answer, but this destruction of New England, this came up in your I'm not sure the terminology to use. When you see the future, do you refer to that as seeing, or do you have a different verb that you like to use? Read
I'm very
the future?
glad
Tell
you
the future?
asked.
Oh, good.
The word I use is paint.
That is not what I expected.
Well, I'm given a lot of sensory input, and I have to order it in my mind. Because if you think about how you observe the world, you've got 5 senses, but then a 6th. Imagine if your 5 senses went away and you only had your 6th. That's what the future and the past looks like to me.
Oh,
The
my goodness.
feelings, the machinations in my mind. And I have to make sense of what I see. I'd like to tell you something that I don't tell many people.
Oh, good.
My mind scares you because you look at it and you don't see any limitations to it. It is a powerful mind. But I do have a limitation. And you have one too. My limitation is based on the nature of my gift. I can see the future and I can see the past, specific to where I am. If I am in a place, I can see what happened in the past in that place, and I see what will happen in the future of the place. It's always there, swimming around, like memories of dreams. If I focus in on it, and then I paint it, it becomes very clear what I'm looking at. Such is the nature of time. You can look at something very specifically and look at a place and see the whole timeline. Or you could look at the whole world and not see the whole timeline. But you can't do both. You can either look up and down or left and right, but not both.
Yes, I understand.
How
did you know that
please.
I had a limitation?
Because this is not going to be the only conversation we have about it.
Oh, right, of course.
But I would like to tell you now.
Yes.
She turns her book forward a few pages, rips out a page, crumples it up, and puts it in her pocket, and then closes the book. There are 2 brains in this world that scare you. Mine and your sister's. I think it is safe to say that your grandmother's mind does not scare you, it merely impresses you.
Yes.
Your sister is your older sister because she was made first.
Yes.
Her brain was made without limits. Because her brain was made without limits, her power is growing as she exercises the muscle of her mind. Your growth has been deliberately stunted. Do you know what your limitation is?
It's the secrets, the way I need them.
That is the only difference between your mind and your sister's. Identical brains, except for that one thing.
So if she's growing, if she's exercising and growing, there must be a way for me to do that too.
There is.
Do you know how? Is it something you do for yourself?
It is. And I needed to before I left the Elemental Academy. For you, I think it's a little bit more complicated. Do you know whose idea it was to limit your mind?
No.
It was your grandmother's.
I suppose I thought, well, there must have been a reason.
But that reason is not mine to tell you.
Ocean, once you paint something, can the future change? I mean, if we work to change it, something bad that's going to happen, it doesn't need to happen. Have you seen things change before?
She leans forward in her chair. It's kind of the first time her posture settles into something more relaxed. That is exactly the question that I have been waiting for all day. When you opened up your book and you saw the reality of the doom, that's what I call it, by the way. I call it the doom of Boston. You became one of two people in America that could see the future. And your view of it and my view of it were different. The wound it inflicted upon my psyche took 3 or 4 days before I was able to stand and eat solid food. I'm not mad about it, mind you. But my view of the future changed at what I believe was the exact moment you opened that book and saw that page and read that date. Now it's all I can think about. So what that means right now is that the most likely thing to happen, the thing that is practically a guarantee, is that Boston will be consumed by the doom. Millions will die. The world will forever change. But I would like to paint something new. And I think that because my view of the future has changed once, it may change again. I think you and I need to work together to figure out how that can be.
Yes. I think that's a good idea. And I think that's why I've learned so much from my Nana, and I know I'm going to learn a lot more. She has so much to teach me, and that she's already taught me. But there are things I think that it's hard for her to really know what it's like. And is it customary to formally ask someone to be your mentor, or does it occur naturally with the evolution of a relationship?
Ocean reaches into, she's wearing like a pull-up fleece, like a zip-up fleece. She unzips it and reaches into her pocket. And there's a little plastic container of patty pan squash and sweet potatoes. You need more iron. She puts it in front of you. And I would be more than happy to help. Not just with the iron.
Okay, great. I'll see about the iron. And Ocean, I can see about getting that limitation removed also. I work hard, get stronger like her. I think we can do this together.
Your grandmother loves you very much. She always has. Your grandmother is scared of what you could become. Your grandmother's beliefs will likely need to change before that limitation is removed. Unless you hope to power through it yourself. But I fear that will cause harm to the relationship between you and your grandmother.
If I had to guess, I think it might cause harm to myself too.
I would guess that as well.
Ocean, I've never talked to anybody else like this. Like, you don't have to worry about what they're thinking because they're just going to say it. And I think it's like you understand what I need to hear. Maybe that's because you already know what it is that you're going to tell me. Well, anyways, thank you for coming over.
Sometimes your brain needs a rest.
Yeah.
And your other 5 senses can pick up. You should get that. You know how to reach me. As she gets up, the front door opens and one of your fathers says, Mindy, there's a call for you on the house line.
Oh. That's what I'm going to get used to that. Okay.
And she lets you go first down the ladder. She follows. You run in, and it's Darby and Zlobs. Let's switch. Okay, Darby and Zlobs. Here's the plan. It's been a very busy couple of hours. Ever since you hatched the heist.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, it's already happening? We were in planning phase.
Oh, yeah, planning phase is done. It's now heist time.
Oh, okay.
So here's the plan. Because you brought in the team, Vespa, Susie, Kev Dendros, and Morgan are going to stage a raid on a Bachman warehouse in Waltham. That is, according to the work that Vespa and Susie have already done, that is where they believe anything of value from the high school cleanup is kept, because that is the warehouse and a waste treatment facility of the subsidiary company that that Bachman Industries owns. The raid on the warehouse will trigger whoever is in charge there to transport high-value items from the warehouse to a secure storage site. According to a tree Kev Dendros knows, that storage site is in the Marine Park on the South Boston waterfront. Susie lays all of this out for you, and you, Zlobs, are able to discern the following. The only way to transport a bunch of items really, really fast would be over surface roads in an armored car. Your job, you, Darby, and Mindy, your job is after the raid takes place and the emergency transport of assets is underway, your job is to intercept the car. Everything beyond what I just told you is up to you. But that is what you put Vespa, Susie, and Kev in charge of, was getting to this point. So what you know is at some point, a point of your choosing, an armored car will be leaving a warehouse in Waltham and driving towards the South Boston waterfront.
Okay. Whew. 'Whew. 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 I think I should intercept it from the sky, Zlobs.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think we should all intercept it from the sky.
In our Pizzeria Blagina's outfits. Just in case.
Yes. We are disguised as Pizzeria Regina outfits.
Well, yeah, we gotta borrow them from the workers.
Yeah.
Just in case we need an alibi
You need
of
these?
pizza delivery. Yeah. Always have an
Venus
alibi.
deliver?
Yeah.
It does now.
Mhm.
Okay,
Like
so we're intercepting.
Zlobs, like throws open his coat and he's already wearing like a Pizzeria Blagina
Yeah, oh yeah.
uniform, and you look at him and then you look at Zlobs. Zlobs is already wearing one, or Kev Dendra's already wearing one. One that's large enough for him, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I take off my one to reveal a second one, and I hand it to Darby.
Take you.
So yeah, the plan as it's forming is the three of you, disguised as pizza delivery people, are going to intercept the armored car from the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And from there, we just need to get it off course a little bit. That's it. Or, no, I think we just do the whole thing in transit. Yeah. Whole thing in transit, they'll never know it happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we replace it with a great forgery.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
All right, Zlobs, where is the forgery coming from?
Spanky serotonin.
Nice.
Good choice.
It's also a prank, basically.
Yeah, we are. It's a we are consulting with Spanky.
Yeah, Spanky is sitting on her front steps, and you all drive. Are you driving over in picnic truck? Is that now your regular transportation?
It's the only transportation I have and will ever need.
That is true. So yeah, a heavily modified, battle damaged fire truck covered in picnic benches pulls up to the front of the serotonin house. Spanky's on the porch.
Every time it stops, you know how like it has like that like sound like big trucks make. It's extremely loud. So just turn.
Yeah, like massive release of compressed air from the gas brakes and stuff. And yeah, you are able to, with a minimum of fuss, convince Spanky to craft this for you. Yeah, Spanky, very, very excited to get the call here. That said, I want you to roll 2d6 plus cool. However, you know, you're there, you're getting ready to talk to Spanky. You're like, here's what we need. Like, I need you to, craft a book that looks old with a mix of pages of various dates and names and all that. And you get this unmistakable hot, itchy feeling in the back of your brain. And that hot, itchy feeling kind of coalesces into some words. No. That idea is silly.
Oh, no.
You gotta put a bomb in the truck.
Oh, no. The devil on my shoulder.
The devil on your shoulder thinks you need to blow up the truck.
Oh, no.
So, if you still want to have Spanky Serotonin craft for you a book, you're going to have to roll 2d6 plus cool. Not to convince her to do it, but just to kind of gauge how good the forgery is. But it's going to be at a -1. Or, if you instead want to craft a giant bomb, you get a +1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like explosives. This armored truck, what are intels? Like, who does it belong to?
This armored truck belongs to another subsidiary of Fauner Bachmann.
The problem is this devil's playing to what Zlobs likes.
Uh-huh.
But Zlobs is growing up. Is there a way to make the explosion more inconvenient than it is destructive.
Like a pizza bomb?
Oh, even more obtrusive. Like bad smell, bad sticky and bad smelling.
Yeah. You think to yourself, like, you don't want to make a bomb that's going to take any lives.
Mm-hmm.
You want a bomb that's going to destroy a lot of property. Not by, like, destroy property in a whole city block. More like destroy property by doing something disgusting to it.
Yeah, I want to permanently add stank to the Bachman business history.
Yeah. And this is why the devil's very good, is you're like, oh, yeah, I should probably, you know what, Spanky, hold on a second. I need the greatest stink bomb ever conceived by humankind. That makes a lot more sense. Conveniently enough, Spanky can help with that by drafting into existence a chemical compound so vicious that that you can kind of bottle it. So yeah, this is going to be we're going to roll it at the time. It's going to be a kick some butt roll at the moment, but you're going to get a +1 to it. I want because Mindy, you're now there too. They have picked you up. Mindy,
nice.
Quieter than usual. You think she's doing a lot of thinking. But the three of you are, leaning against picnic truck outside of Spanky Serotonin's house, while she, is kind of scribbling something in a sketch pad, and in front of her, an almost comically green jar of bubbling ooze kind of forms.
It has animated stink lines coming off of it.
Yeah, I want all three of you to roll 2d6 plus tough, but subtract 3.
Oh, God.
4.
4.
3.
Yeah. So, as a reminder, rolling things flat with no modifiers on them generally means that it's a thing that's, difficult, but people of skill can do it. A -1 means it's hard for people to do it. A -2 means it's hard for even good people to do it. And a -3 means it's nearly impossible to do something unless you have put in an exceptional amount of planning and coordination. So that you had to roll a -3 to not immediately get sick from this is a reflection of how powerful this is.
Oh God, we gotta tone it down.
Yeah. So, this is a sealed bottle, like the size of a soda can, with like a cork in it, emerges, and coming out of the glass and through the rubber stopper is a smell so gruesome that you will black out for a little while.
Ugh.
So
My soul feels gross.
it is truly awful. So Zlobs, you like Spanky has willed the thing into existence. So you kind of suppress it by like wrapping it in like oiled canvas and like putting it in like a plastic bag, and
we should put this in the pocket dimension.
Oh yes, please.
Then the pocket dimension is going to smell forever.
I'll just air it out for a few days, because that's a long time.
Pocket dimension?
Well, I mean, it's more like, I think the pocket dimension time works a little differently, so we can hope.
You're hoping that like an eon will pass in the pocket dimension.
Oh, yeah.
So so Zlobs,
just keep throwing sentries in there.
Yeah, you're like just
idea.
tossing like essential oil into the pocket dimension. But yeah, Zlobs, so you
into the
you craft a bomb. You more or less wrap this like plastic bag of awful stink with like a really small shape charge, and like cover it all in duct tape and throw it in the pocket dimension.
Zlobs, that was, and I don't say this lightly, the worst thing you've ever created. And I've tried chicken cordon Zlobs.
Ugh.
Oh wait, that stuff's great. That goes into that's straddling the line between amazing and pushing the culinary arts. This is a slap to God.
Yeah.
I feel terrible.
Never getting back into heaven.
Is this what Oppenheimer must have felt like? I am become stank.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We're not meeting back up with Susie later, right? Susie's part of the job is done.
Yes.
We'll send her home
thankfully.
after. Yeah.
Send
Yeah.
her
So what's
home.
gonna it's all kind of gonna happen really fast. Like
Ugh.
you're gonna give them a green light to stage a raid, and then like the emergency plan for this warehouse is gonna kick in, and a bunch of people are gonna get into an armored car and drive the heck out of there. So yeah, you and team A are in separate places.
Great.
Is this what happened to Connecticut? Am I going to doom Massachusetts with this
no.
with this stank?
Nobody
so-
can smell us like this. Nobody.
Sirens that are unfamiliar to you, Zlobs, which is saying something. You've heard so many types of sirens.
Klaxons, sirens,
Mhm.
yelling.
But this is a weird one. And like Darby, you take to the air to see what it is. A hazmat team is like driving to this street right
Oh,
now.
we gotta go. We
I don't-
gotta go.
Yeah,
We gotta
let's
go.
get out of here.
I hope we
Yeah.
don't have to roll charm for the rest of the session. I can't imagine this would help our chances of being charming to anyone.
Yeah, you are all just kind of spraying like hand sanitizer all over yourselves and stuff like that. But
As we're driving, I'm stopping at every station, a convenience store. I just go in, grab all of the various scents of like the
Yep.
trees and the palm trees and the bushes and the flowers and every single shape. I just thump, throw it on the table.
Darby's just like breathing in the gasoline smell because it smells so much better.
Mhm. Yes.
Mindy is using the windshield cleaner thing to squeegee the puke off her shoe.
Yeah, it's
we look at Darby's pocket dimension. And there are little animated stink lines.
yeah,
coming
like
out
stuff
from
is
it.
kind of fizzing out of the pocket dimension, which is weird because the pocket dimension shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Oh no!
So yeah,
we extra planar stank.
This
You-
is the
Oh
doom.
no!
you
This is
have
the
you
doom.
have a stink that you have a stink of historic proportion, barely
no.
contained behind a tiny little flap between this dimension and another one. Okay, so the plan is intercept the truck, get in there, get the stuff, toss the bomb, get out of there.
Yep.
So, Darby, the plan's to attack from the air. Is the plan for you to just kind of carry Zlobs and Mindy? If so, like carrying one person you could do. Carrying two people, you're going to have to roll for it.
So here's my thought. I'm actually thinking that so the warehouse, as a lot of warehouses, is in a somewhat isolated area in Waltham.
Mhm.
And so there's one of the roads that's going to be going down toward the beginning is a tree. There's a lot of trees around. So my thought is actually to be attacking from the sky, but we're coming in from the trees. So we're all staged in the trees because I also think we might need to do a little bit of, we need to mask some of the sounds that we're going to be making breaking in. And I think the trees are going to come in handy for that.
Got it. So, okay. Here's how this is going to go. You're going to be able to get into position to kind of do this thing. You're intercepting it in Waltham, like not far from where like, this thing leaves the warehouse, and is heading out, and you're going to kind of catch it in the first couple of minutes.
Yeah.
So, you coordinate everything. Zlobs, you're like on the phone, you're talking to Morgan, you synchronize your watches, and you all get out to Waltham and kind of position yourself up in the trees. Darby, your eyes in the sky. And yeah, let's, kind of camera moves to the other team. three teenagers and a tree, all dressed like pizza delivery people, wearing masks and carrying flashbang grenades, blow open a door of an unsuspecting warehouse in Waltham, Massachusetts, in like an industrial park. There's a security guard at the desk. He gets up, he kind of starts fumbling around at his desk to hit an alarm button, looks up. Kev Dendros is already in his face. He screams. Susie Chen like zip ties him, kicks open a door, throws in a bunch of flashbangs, looks at Vespa. Vespa kind of nods, puts a couple of rounds into some tires in the parking lot. And at that moment, Susie Chen hits the alarm button herself. Zlobs, you get a secure text message on your phone. Morgan in the chat, what is the cool code phrase that tells Zlobs that the armored car is leaving the warehouse? So yeah, all of you are like in the trees. You're, Mindy, you and Zlobs are tucked together. Darby, you're in the sky. You're waiting, and then like, bzz, Zlobs, your phone rings. You look up and you see a note from Morgan, and sure enough, it's game time. Darby, you're in the sky. This information's relayed to you, and yeah, you see, zzz, bing bong boom. Okay. Darby, I want you to give me a 2d6 plus sharp. This is going to be an observation roll.
Okay. That would be an 11.
Fantastic. Anything less than a full success means you'd be dealing with 2 cars. An 11 means you're dealing with 1.
Okay.
So you're flying around a single armored car drives out. All black, has like some weird, very banal logo with like block text under it. The kind of truck that if it drove by you on the highway, you would forget it the second it left your field of vision. And that's the only thing on the road here. And so it takes off. Also with an 11, I can tell you what about this is going on. It is an armored car, meaning to get into it, you're going to have to do some amount of damage to it.
Got it. Ready.
The amount of damage you will find out when you start doing damage to it.
Easy.
So sure enough, the armored car takes off down this road. Zlobs, you and Mindy are in the trees. Darby, you are all above. Whoever has a good idea gets to go first.
So here's my idea: is that I drop onto it first, and I use my armor breaker on my sword. But that means I'm going to need either Mindy or Zlobs to make a loud noise that the drivers will think is not coming from the car to cover it up.
Nice. Okay. So, you're going to roll 2d6 plus tough. Either Zlobs or Mindy can roll to help out. And based on their help out roll, they can tell you what they did. So who has an idea to make a loud noise?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have to be an actual loud noise, or could the drivers think they heard a loud noise? One of those things feels like it's in Zlob's domain, and one of them I could.
The drivers could think that, but it is going to be a 2d6 plus cool roll one way or the other.
Oh, dear God, no.
Because it's timing, it's coordination.
Slobs, help, Slobs.
I throw Mindy at their minds.
Slobs, help. I can't.
This is cool.
Moving target. Help. Okay.
So okay, sure. Is
no,
that
it was
what
a
you
joke.
want to do? Do you
No, it
want
was
to
a
kind of
joke.
like hold Mindy out of a tree at exactly the right moment?
I mean, is that cool?
Like in a haunted house.
Yeah, yeah. If it's
Yeah.
cool with Mindy, it is. You can roll it.
Great. Yeah, it's yeah. I want to pursue the haunted house maneuver.
All right,
So
perfect.
you're gonna-
2d6 plus cool.
You're
Yeah,
gonna sort of use me as a jump scare. Out
Yes,
of the
but I
tree
also
brush?
only way to make it work is that Minnie doesn't know it's coming, so I'm going to feed her false information, and then I'm going to go, huh, and she's going to reactively cause a psychic like.
Oh my
spurt.
god, that's amazing.
Okay, that actually will work.
Yeah.
He distracts me by saying he has baby carrots in his pocket.
Yeah,
Oh,
let me
baby
just grab
carrots.
some of these, and then suddenly,
You think to yourself, like, do they have iron in them? And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh god. All right, Zlobs, 2d6 plus cool, please.
10.
All right, fantastic.
Yeah.
So on the help out roll, good news, Darby, you're going to gain +1 to the armor breaker roll. So the way this is going to work is, you are going to, we're going to roll it. So the armor breaker rules will apply here. This thing has armor, and behind that armor, it has hit points. So like the armor it's like Zlobs wearing armor. Like everything you do to it would be partially ablated by armor until you get rid of the armor. So
Got it.
this is a very
Okay.
good move. 2d6 plus tough, +1 from Zlobs.
8.
8. Okay.
Wow. With a +4.
Yeah,
Oh.
geez. All right. So, they're driving, couple of drivers in the front seat. One driver in the front seat, the other driver is in the passenger seat with essentially with a submachine gun. And sure enough, they're driving, and all of a sudden, off to the left, boom, a teenager with big wide eyes is thrust from the tree line. Mindy, you lash out with psychic terror. The two of them start screaming. And they look at each other. We're attacked by a demon, and one of them starts rolling down the window. And at this point, Darby, you hit the roof, kind of boom, bring the sword down. You shear off one rank of its armor, and unfortunately, at this point, the passenger with the submachine gun is leaning out the window to try to get a shot of the freaky demon in the woods, sees you and just kind of strafes across the top of the roof with submachine gun fire.
Oh,
So,
no.
Yeah, you take 2 harm unless you are armored at this moment. Then you subtract your armor.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So here's how this is going to work. By the way, now that they know you're here, this is going to be a fight. You're all trying to get through the armor and get through the hit points of this truck. And doing damage to it is kick some butt rolls. So partial successes and stuff like that, people will be doing damage to you. Now, if things start getting dicey, I have a bit of a bargain for you. You can avoid damage by calling for a consequence, but they get progressively worse as we go.
Okay.
Right now, Darby, you've been winged by a low caliber bullet. But if all of a sudden things start getting hairy, good news, I got a pile of consequences that could soak damage on your behalf.
Do we know what they are? Or is it just
I will tell you
is it drawing a
before
card?
you choose.
Okay.
Oh,
So I'll tell you what the next one up is. All right, so Darby, that's your turn. You hit the roof, you blew apart some of the armor on this thing. And now the people in the truck know you're here, and they're starting to shoot at you with guns. Who's up next?
I suppose I will intervene.
Mm-hmm.
I think I shall. I guess I'll give a new personality to the one holding a gun.
I think that's fair. What we're going to do for sake of this is all of these things are going to be essentially reducing the total hit points of the threat. So depending on what the new personality is, I will start removing hit. You know what? I'll lay it all out on the table here.
Okay.
The armored car has 3 armor, which means every time you do harm to it, 3 of it goes away before you hit the hit points. It now only has 2 armor. It has 15 health to open up or otherwise immobilize this car. So depending on the new personality of the driver or the gunman, it's just going to reduce some of those hit points a little bit. You're going to start working through their training and breaking them down mentally, which is the equivalent of smashing things in this context.
All right.
So tell me what the new personality is. In a word.
Gun-shy?
Gun-shy. Sounds good.
That's a word, I think.
That's totally a word, yeah.
One word.
2d6 plus weird.
How new? How novel?
What? Excuse me, Zlobs?
They're mostly hyphenated or multi-words smushed together.
That's why I'm pointing out. I don't think this is.
Yeah, it's great, and I'm proud of you. Yeah.
One word. Okay. Plus weird, right?
Yep.
9.
All right, partial success.
They either get gun or shy.
So you get to choose a drawback. They'll know you did something to them. The effect is very temporary, or the GM will give you a personality trait to carry for as long as the target carries theirs.
Okay. Why? Will you tell me what the new personality trait would be for me? Before I choose that. No. Well, right now they think I'm a demon. I guess they can know I did something to them.
Got it.
I'll stick with that for this time. They can know that I did something. They're being attacked already, and they know it.
Sure. All right. So, the way this plays out is first and foremost, the health of the total encounter here is reduced from 15 to 13. So you kind of bypass the armor and just kind of reduce the effectiveness of this car by 2. The way it manifests is this. You kind of hit this person with like a flurry of kind of mental shocks. By the way, the armored car is still driving, so you're also going to have to like leap onto it to stay with it. But I'm not even going to let you roll. You don't even need to roll for that. It's just really cool. So you just do it. So like Mindy, this thing's going by, like it starts swerving after these people are like mentally assaulted by like a demon. And then you just kind of jump off a branch. And as you're jumping through the air, you just kind of look with like your wide open eyes through like the window. And all of a sudden the gun in this guy's hand is like triggering all kinds of like terrible feelings of, I shouldn't have this. Guns are dangerous. This is crazy. And like he's still able to try to shoot, but he is real conflicted about it and doesn't like guns and is probably going to have to think about his job after this. So
I'm gonna hop on my bike and keep following the car.
Got it. Yeah. So you like jump out, mentally psychic, hit the bike and start pedaling.
Yeah.
Zlobs, you're up. What do you want to do?
Oh, great. Well, as she jumps on the bike, I'm going to pick it back up, and I'm going to chase them around with Mindy. I want. So hear me out. So it's a big truck. I really want to have the Mindy demon as the weapon, and I want to like run them around and chase them around the top and like the hood of this vehicle, while inspiring fear into them as I'm like popping Mindy out of like different angles and scaring them.
How you're gonna get on the hood of the car?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yes, and.
Okay, so Mindy's like about to jump onto her bike, and you're like, nope, and you instead like pick her up
Yes.
and like kind of
And vault
over the
onto the
shoulder.
car.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah. Hold on. If that's okay with Mindy.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
yes.
right.
If you, yeah.
Obviously, I will take all damage. It was all Zlob's responsibility.
You can't know that.
Oh, well, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
I mean, Zlobs is very confident. Joey is not.
All right, so you successfully kind of intercept Mindy as she's about to jump onto her bike. Take the both of you onto the roof of the car. So now Darby, Zlobs, and Mindy are all on the roof of like a speeding armored car full of like deeply terrified guards. And yeah, Zlobs, you're like, okay, I've got a Mindy. I'm on the roof of a car. So what do you want to do?
Oh, I'm going to chase them with fear.
Okay, so you want to
think Scooby-Doo, but on top of a car. But I'm the monster, and they're the Scooby-Doos that I'm chasing them. Distract them and prevent them from doing their normal guard activities.
Okay, I am gonna say that it's gonna be a kick some butt roll.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving you +1 because this is ridiculous.
Yes.
And essentially the way it works is like you're just kind of like popping Mindy down to like a window, and they're freaking out and swerving and like smashing the truck into things.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah.
the haunted house maneuver.
The haunted house maneuver.
I'm
Precisely.
bringing the haunted house to them, and it's all Mindy.
Yes, their house is now haunted. 2d6 plus tough to kick some butt.
Their
+1.
house is now haunted. This is not the first time
kick
I've
some butt.
haunted someone.
9.
All right, so you do your damage to the target, and the target does its damage to you. So Zlobs, you take 2 harm, and you do. Let's see, what would be appropriate for like inciting a car crash? I'm gonna say 3 harm to it, so some of it gets soaked by armor, so it's down to 12.
What was that 12 before? No, it's 11.
No, it was at 13 before.
Okay.
Wait a second.
Or I think I did math wrong.
No, was it 15?
Yeah.
Mindy
13?
inflicted gun shyness on the gun person.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
only 2.
down to
Dropped
13.
it to 13. Now it's at 12.
Is that 12?
Darby, you're up. What do you want to do?
Okay, picture this. So there's a
Start
lot
every
happening
turn
on
that
the
way.
roof. I've been planning to stay on the roof. I need to get off the roof. So my plan is I'm going to do a maneuver where I sort of spin down. I like grab the top of the front of the roof of the car, and I go feet first through the windshield in between the 2 drivers. And as soon as I get in, I take my elbows and I clonk them both.
Smart.
And then I just keep sailing through, and I'm imagining there's some sort of armor like right behind them. So I'm hoping the force of my feet through the windshield then also hits the front of the armored part of the vehicle.
Got it. Do you want to roll this as a kick some butt or an armor breaker?
Oh. That's a good question. Well, I am attacking them also. Let's go with kick some butt for this one.
All right. 2d6 plus tough to kick some butt.
10.
10. All right. On a kick some butt roll. Let's see. 2d6 plus tough. All right. So you can do 1 additional damage, take 1 less damage, get +1 on your next roll. I will allow those 3 things to be doable.
And I can give the +1 to someone else, right?
You could.
I'm going to do that one.
Got it. So whoever wants it can take it. So you're doing damage. I'll let you use the flaming sword damage just because it's holy and cool. So yeah, you functionally do 3 harm to it. 2 is soaked by the armor. You do 1 to the encounter. So yeah, you kind of get in, you get between them. There's an armored partition between them and an armored door behind them. So you kind of kind of smash into the driver. You kind of reach around the partition. You're kind of like banging their heads together. They're wearing combat armor too. So the whole thing is an armored box, including the people in it. But yeah, you're now in there. You're through the front windshield and like hand-to-hand combat is happening. Mindy, you're up next.
Oh, okay. I was going to mental storm the driver. We are on the hood of the car, so I no longer think that is prudent. I worry about the car crashing. So instead, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to
fix the car.
Keep the car. I'm going to keep the driving extra safe and slow by maybe say well, you know what, I'll give a new personality to the driver as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. So what is
I'll
the
push my
word
luck.
you would use?
Circumspect.
Okay.
What?
That's,
What?
yeah.
Do you think that's a what?
So good.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Circumspect is literally perfect. All right, 2d6 plus weird.
Thank you. And that is going to be a 12 that time.
Oh, good heavens. Yeah, okay.
Good heavens. They're very circumspect.
Yeah. So with that, yeah, this is perfect. You kind of like their minds are already so susceptible to this because of the fear they're feeling, and you just kind of reach in with your like a mental hand and just start squeezing their brain, and sure enough, this guy slows down to a very circumspect 10 miles an hour.
Good. I turned to Zlobs and I just give a thumbs up.
I put my thumb up to Mindy's thumb.
Nice.
Yeah, we
touch-
touch thumbs.
Two touch thumbs.
The threat rating of the car is down to 9.
Whew.
Zlobs, you're up.
Great. What kind of media devices does this car have to play sound?
Radio with built-in factory standard speakers.
Great. So, is this like a cassette? Is this an aux?
It's whatever you want it to be.
Oh, fantastic! It's an older model, so it has a cassette tape in it, and I'm going to assess and say, Mindy, cover me.
Cover
Me. Pick me up.
Pick you up.
Pick me up. Lean me in.
Lean you in.
Lean me in. I'm going to, as she's picking up and leaning me in, I'm going to attach a bunch of different wires together. And then so one end is a cassette and the other end is a USB drive with scope. And I'm going to push the cassette into the cassette device.
Okay, so you are finding all kinds of ways to bypass this armor.
Hold on. I think a cat just jumped on Darby's shoulder.
Attacked by a kitten.
Oh my god.
This is the
Hi,
greatest
Rookie.
show.
Hold on. I'm sorry, people listening in the future. Did the rookie just jump on your shoulder from the bed?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Yes, he did.
He took
yes,
a
he did, in
flying
fact.
leap, and he was gearing up for it for a while. I was watching.
Someone
him
clip that, please.
think, Can I do it? Can I do it? Yes, I can.
To be a tiny baby cat and just have the whole world be
and then just walk off.
And then the amazing thing is
Okay,
that
I
he
did it.
sticks the landing. Like that was wild. He's so
there-
proud of himself right now.
My
It was a
favorite
big
quote
jump.
that
Yeah.
I've ever read about cats is, like with their coordination, their claws, and their perfect vision, cats are the perfect killing machines, but also they're 8 pounds and all we want to do is kiss them.
Yeah.
It's like, of course it hit the landing. These things are like perfectly evolved to hunt and kill, but also they're just so little and they're just
So
tiny little
tiny.
guys.
Were
He's only been on this
were
world
my
for like
cat
3
only
months.
8 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, my two are, even though they look very different, they are within half a pound of each other.
Really?
Yeah, Junior and Hughes are within half a pound, even though Junior looks like two Hugheses put together with no brain in between them. He's just so precious. Anyway, so yeah, Zlobs, you kind of roll into the car, like Mindy's kind of dangling you like you're bobbing for apples.
Yeah, I'm holding his ankles.
Yeah. So, all right.
Mindy, are you helping out?
Why are you doing this to me?
It's a team.
I am trying my very, very best to hold on to Zlobs over the road. We're only going 10 miles per hour.
Of course. All right. So, Mindy, this is going to be a help out roll. Give me 2d6 plus cool, please.
2d6 minus cool.
Mm.
Okay, that's actually not too bad. That's a 4.
Oh no!
Wait.
My plan.
Listen, that was not as bad as I could have rolled.
Oh, true.
So, yeah. All right. Here's how this works. Mindy is holding you, and because Darby has smashed through the windshield, you have an in through the windshield, but the problem is, Zlobs, you're wearing like 50 pounds of gear and stuff, and you're kind of unwieldy, and
Unloaded, baby.
Indeed. And unfortunately for you, Mindy just can't get the angle because you're so heavy. And
as a push.
And she does. And your catcher's gear kind of rips off of you.
Oh no, that's not good.
So the whole thing kind of tears off. So you no longer have catcher's gear.
Oh.
But you are in the car.
Great.
So you can still do this thing. You're just now unarmored. So give me I'm gonna say, because your intent is to do damage, this is gonna be a kick some butt roll. So give me a 2d6 plus tough.
Ooh, goodness. 8.
Okay. So you are going to do you are going to harm it. You're going to harm its ability to do things because Scope is now in the car and starting to screw with its ability to accelerate and brake and turn. So I'm going to say 3 total damage minus 2 armor is now 8. In response, Zlobs, you take damage from the guy in there who just starts peppering you.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, he fires a burst that you kind of avoid, and then he just kind of smashes you with the gun. So you take 2 harm. And it is now Darby's turn again. So Darby, Zlobs is now also in the very crowded front cab of the car.
Yeah, I better make some room.
Yeah, and it's the equivalent of a cartoonish ball of smoke with fists and feet flying out of it. But
it's moving very, very slowly down the road with all those limbs.
A pretty good runner sprinting would go faster than this car. So yeah, Darby, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna use my armor breaker again to bust through this partition behind them.
Got it. Sounds
give us a little
good.
more room.
Yeah, you're carving your way through this thing. So give me an armor breaker roll of 2d6 plus tough.
10.
All right. So you blow this thing apart. So you kind of turn holy flaming sword, and you kind of start smashing the pommel into the armored partition between the front of the car and the back. And,
singeing Zlobs' hair.
Yes.
It's fine. Do what you must.
Yeah, your normally well coiffed hair now has cool lines cut in. Even when you're injured by fire, it still looks cool.
You know how
that Zlobs is normally well coiffed.
It's a teenage phase. Zlobs is cool. He's finally
through
cool.
no effort of his own.
He just wakes up that way.
Just
cool.
waited perfectly coiffed hair.
Sometimes he gets food in his hair and it's great oil and it just keeps it coiffed. But you know, like sometimes people like will cut like the little like lines in their like hair or in their eyebrows. That's what happens, and it just like it's the perfect angle.
Sorry.
So cool.
Rookie.
I thought for a second you were just shocked by how cool that was, and then I saw Rookie, and I'm like, oh, that's it. Yeah. So Darby, you successfully break the armor of the car, meaning all damage to it to pry your way into the back is now fully unrestricted by this.
Nice.
In the exchange, because it's an attack roll and you're in the middle of it, you also take 2 harm. So yeah, that has happened. And now it is Mindy's turn. So Mindy, you have let go of Zlobs. Zlobs has kind of crawled into the front seat. You're kind of surfing on the roof of the armored car. What would you like to do?
I stick my head just down into the window and I say, Zlobs.
Yeah. Zlobs sticks his head out of the cartoon cloud of feet and fists. Yes.
Where do we want to go?
Our target is the home of Founder Bachman.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, we're going to the
Oh yes.
15. I wrote this down. 15 Somerville Gardens, Winthrop, Massachusetts.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, you're redirecting
we want
slowly.
to go.
I wouldn't say a speeding car, a moving car, slowly in the direction of Winthrop.
Yeah, I'm going to direct the driver there via psychic torment, please.
Yeah, that makes sense. You are giving him a place to go.
Yes, he feels compelled to go to a certain place, and that certain place, I guess, is Founder Bachman's house. I assume this was part of the plan. I wasn't at the pizzeria, so I am going to just follow Zlob's orders. I wasn't part of the planning phase for this one.
I love it. 2d6 plus weird, please.
Of course. Let's do some torment.
Mm-hmm.
It is effective 10.
Fantastic. At a speed of 10 miles an hour, this car is guaranteed to get to Founder Bachman's house. Come what may, this car is getting to Founder Bachman's house. Zlobs, you're up.
Yeah. What's the status of the car with Scope? How's Scope doing? I tuned the frequency to Scope's like voice.
Scope, yes, you tune the frequency to Scope's voice. So Scope is doing a couple of different things. First and foremost, he's like, "It's so nice to have something to do," and Scope is currently
he's still corrupted, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I don't think Zlobs know he wants to kill him. Zlobs thinks he's going to help him, but I think Scope wants to kill Zlobs.
Yeah. Scope is just like, yes, something to do. Finally. and so Scope is just firing the windshield wiper fluid just to make it difficult to see. It's also increasing the revving of the engine, which in low gear is starting to burn out the transmission, which is how Scope is like harming the car. So if you want to like roll for, like if you want your damage roll to just be Scope doing stuff, you can roll 2d6 plus tough for Scope, or you could do something else.
Yeah, I'm going to try to become the escort for this armored car to clear its way to Winthrop.
Okay, so like, by like seizing another car? By what do you want to do?
Oh, that's a good question.
By just
Emergency
running really
pizza
fast
delivery.
ahead of it?
Zlobs is fast. He's not that fast. He's going to take that Mindy's bike.
Yes.
Got it. So, yeah, the bike, due to a series of events of you kind of grabbing Mindy at the right time, is like wedged into the rear bumper. So you kind of hop out, run across the roof, grab the bike, kind of pull it up, and then kind of run off the front with the bike under you and kind of land it like you land a jump. And now you are just kind of like, because now you're kind of emerging from the woods onto like a road, and now you're like in front, like waving like your phone's flashlight above your head, like getting cars to clear.
And now also Scope has a target.
Yes. Oh, yes. So Scope is starting to accelerate and keep the car in low gear, so to burn out the engine. So Zlobs is trying, or Scope is trying to hit you, and you're swerving. So you're like slamming this thing into walls and stuff.
Gosh.
So 2d6 plus tough again, and tell me what you get.
Oh my god, these rolls. Oh, it's a 6. Great.
Okay. Well, and this is something that it hurts you as much emotionally as anything else. Scope is not yet himself.
Wait a second. Hold on. Time out. I've taken damage. I'm probably gonna take damage again. What about my consequences, Serp?
Okay. If you want a consequence instead, the very first one is the car does not, or the armored car does not smash into you. It smashes into a light post, causing a pretty major traffic jam in Waltham.
Yeah.
All right, done.
That's fine.
So yeah, like Scope is out for blood. It like smashes through a Jersey barrier and a stoplight. Stoplight comes down, and yeah, Zlobs, you're biking, and sure enough, there's, you now just hear like horns behind you, because traffic in the Waltham Industrial Park has now snarled to a halt.
Good luck, Windflowers.
Darby, you're up.
Okay. How much more damage does the truck need?
It is unarmored and has 8 health left.
8 more. Okay. So not quite time to grab the goods yet.
Nope, gotta do more damage.
Gotta do more damage. I'm just gonna write a message to Founder Bachman with my sword in the inside.
Wow.
Which should also...
Yeah, you hold the flaming sword in your hand and use it like a giant crayon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what would you like to write?
Boo.
Sold.
Bad girl.
Darby.
Boo, ... bad girl. Done. Don't even need to roll. It has happened. Mindy, you're up.
Well, okay. Sorry, I'm so
Well, I just want to point out the plan of this episode is going about as well as when the Sunflowers had to do the brain tree, and then we had our series like to make a movie or run a successful business. Like that's what's happening now.
Yeah. I thought it was like, all right, let's just smash it open. And it's like, nope. We are sending a giant rolling FU billboard to Founder Bachman's house.
Well, you know what? It's all because of that stupid devil on my shoulder.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. John.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling pretty fired up after my conversation with Ocean. And I'm feeling really curious about all that I might be capable of.
Mm-hmm.
And that conversation really pushed me to think about, getting stronger and trying new things. So I am going to attempt a mental ritual.
Okay.
Wherein I mental storm both passengers, or the driver and the passenger of the armored vehicle at the same time. And I'm just going to pump as much of my power into that as possible, without regard to my personal well-being.
Okay. So, yeah, the ritual is going to... So normally Mental Storm is a close-up 2 harm attack. Yes. You're going to do it to both, so it'll do 4 harm. The cost of the ritual is that it will do 2 harm to you as well.
Okay.
So 2d6 plus weird to cast it.
$12.
Okay. So this is essentially, it's essentially the kick some butt rule, but with oh my goodness. So here are your options here. So first and foremost, you take the 2 harm.
Yes.
For sure.
Nana's always telling me, to watch my limits and be careful of my limits and be cautious. But I think that it's time to see what I can do a little bit. So I take some harm.
Love it.
But I do even more.
On the 12, you can pick 2 things from the list. So you're going to do 4 damage.
Yes.
But since you rolled a 12, you can either deal double damage, take no damage, because they're going to shoot you. You can choose to take no damage instead. All sunflowers gain +1 on their next roll. I'll let you choose from those 3. The target flees does not work because they're all like belted into their seats and stuff. Double damage, no damage, or everyone gets a +1 to their next roll.
I'm going to do double damage.
Okay. So, Mindy, you kind of like get down, like you kind of peer in through the roof. So like your head's upside down, like they just see your eyes, and you buffet them with wild amounts of psychic energy. The guy with the gun, this is just like, at this point, he doesn't want the gun anymore. So the way he does damage to you is he doesn't shoot you. He instead just hurls the gun at you and it smacks you right in the forehead.
Sure.
So you take 2 more harm from that, unless you want a consequence instead. And yeah, you do a whopping 8 damage to...
What a curious amount.
4 times 2 for double damage.
I'm saying, how much damage is left in the car?
8.
How curious.
So it is down to 0. Mindy, you have taken a total of 4 harm, unless you want a consequence instead of the other 2.
A consequence instead of the other 2 harm?
Mm-hmm. I could tell you what it is first.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'd love to hear what the consequence is.
A squeeze delivery truck gets slammed into a guardrail, disrupting its supply chains and closing the squeeze for several weeks.
No. Everyone looked really alarmed at that. I will take 4 harm.
You will get hit with a gun instead.
It's our favorite juice place.
It is.
John.
It really is.
That is our favorite.
It's all we
juice.
have.
It's what can heal us.
Yeah, it's what we need to go. Where else can you get a nice smoothie? Where else can you get a different kind of smoothie? Where else can you get pressed juice? Where can you see a weird local indie band play?
Yeah, it's an important spot to us. Also, I am unstable.
Yeah. So yeah, Mindy, you pour a tremendous amount of mental energy.
Yeah, a huge amount
into this, and like in this moment, like Ocean's words are like bouncing around in your head about limitations. Nana Mathers's words are bouncing around in your head about not going past what you think you are able to do. And then you hear Ocean is like, she loves you, but she's scared of what you can become. And then you're like, I'm not scared of what I can become. And these two like armored troopers kind of scream, slam their heads back, and the car ends up, careening off the road into a ditch. The inner hatch kind of breaks open, and these 2 are temporarily unconscious. And the 3 of you now have access to the back of the car. So here's how this is going to work. Darby, I want you to roll 2d6 plus sharp. Actually, I want all 3 of you to roll 2d6 plus sharp.
Is there something about being unstable, or that's after I roll?
After you roll, failures will like increase your instability. Partial successes may. It depends on the circumstance.
Okay. Thank you.
I got an 8.
I also have an 8.
All right.
What a curious number.
I
Indeed.
got a 10.
Okay. All right. So, yes. Mindy, you're your vision is like blurry and you're like way off balance, but like the car is stopped. You kind of climb off and like the rear, the rear bumper has like snagged on a tree root, which like rips half the back of the armored truck apart. So you kind of crawl in through the back, and you start looking for the book. You don't find it, but you have a choice. You find there's all kinds of weird stuff back here. Like clearly, like if there was an attack on this warehouse, like the warehouse staff was told like grab boxes A, B, and C, load it onto a truck and get the truck out of here. And so like boxes A, B, and C are on here. So you have a choice of something to take as a souvenir in the kind of the seconds after this happens. A case about 3 feet long with something in it, like a long case, or a stack of inscrutable legal documents.
And this is in addition to the target of the mission?
Yeah, because Darby and Zlobs got partials, they can combine to actually get the book. You got a full success, you get to choose something from the list.
Okay.
The case or the documents.
Oh, God. This is such a difficult choice. Okay. The case, it feels like that might be like a weapon of some kind.
You think so?
But the legal
Heavy,
documents...
but not too heavy.
Probably... It's heavy, but not too heavy. Probably a weapon of some kind. The legal documents, though, probably contain information that maybe Founder Bachman wouldn't want us to see.
Potentially.
Stands to reason if one of the only most important things they put on here with these documents... okay. I'm feeling really compelled to read the documents. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the documents.
You take the documents.
I can't not. I have to take the documents.
Please, Mindy, add to your list inscrutable legal documents.
Wait, what's inscrutable about them? I can't scrut them at all?
Not in the darkness, especially since sirens are now in the distance.
Okay.
Yeah, you will like you need to like sit at a table to do the scrutiny.
Well, yeah, and plus I'm sure it's all legalese, so it's really going to take some.
And also, you maybe lightly concussed yourself.
That's fair.
So there's a lot going on.
I'll pack the legal documents in my backpack.
Indeed. So legal documents are in there. Darby and Zlobs. The two of you are working together. You work through the front. You're prying open boxes, and sure enough, there's an entire box full of stuff that was like scrounged from Somerville High School. A lot of it was like soil samples and weird stuff and like thumb drives. But the thing that you both grab is the book. And so you both kind of put your hands on it at the same time. You look at each other. You're like, nailed it.
Got it.
And you all get out of there. Well, gang, you have successfully robbed an armored car.
Before we go, Zlobs.
Yeah. Oh,
I open the pocket dimension.
Great. And then I take out an empty pizza box.
Oh, yeah.
Put it in the pizza box.
Uh-huh.
Close the pizza box and say, one large pizza, Founder Bachman. And send the car on its way to Winthrop.
Boop, 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 boop. 2 things happen over the next 20 minutes. Vespa, Susie, Kev, and Morgan kind of intercept you all. You all get together. You all look at each other. The 3 of you are worse for the wear. They're a little worse for the wear. So yeah, like 6 humans and a tree all wearing pizza delivery outfits. are driving in a borrowed minivan out of harm's way and back into the warm embrace of Somerville.
That smell is Zlobs, by the way. If anyone was wondering.
Yeah, Susie looks at you and then looks at Zlobs and then looks at you again and looks at Zlobs and is like, yeah.
Yeah, it's him.
I give a very well-worn look of what you gonna do about it.
Yeah, puberty.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you do that. Zlobs, you're sitting there. You're holding like scope and the adapter in your hand because you pulled him out of the car and you're like, I really got to sort this out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you 7 pizza delivery beings drive back into Somerville. Job well done. The other thing that happens in Winthrop.
Oh no.
Some minutes later, 2 badly hurt armored car drivers drive a badly damaged armored car onto the lawn of Fowler Bachman's house. They both get out of the car. It's the middle of the night. Fowler Bachman, who's home, gets out of her house and is like standing there wearing like a big sweatshirt and like drinking a green juice from a big mug and looks at this. And the armored car driver kind of looks and then looks at the address. And at this point, the mental torment wears off. And he just turns and he's like, oh no. Fowler Bachman, like, he's about to say something to Fowler Bachman. Fowler Bachman just holds up her hand and walks out onto her front lawn and sees in, like, smoldering melted metal Darby's note.
Boo,
and then the stink
bad girl
goes off. And she takes a sip of her green juice before immediately throwing up.
We properly ruined her night.
You properly ruined her neighborhood.
Oh no.
We'll end it right there.
we broke Winthrop.
Oh no.
The amount of property damage, the decrease in property values. When I say that Fowler Bachman's beautiful, wildly expensive, one-of-a-kind, mid-century modern home will be unlivable, I am not exaggerating.
Wow.
Like, you have ruined an architectural treasure.
Whoops.
Yeah, that's what we get for putting a hit on Zlobs.
Aha!
Wow.
Epilogue.
Oh no. We
Epilogue,
obviously
don't worry.
there's no
Epilogue
quances.
is just me at the supermarket shopping for iron-rich foods.
Your choice, actually.
Trader Joe's. Wait, sorry.
Trader
what's the
Joe's.
question?
The
Trader
epilogue,
Joey's?
Trader Joey's.
Trader Joey Tea Badgers.
the epilogue, I'll give you your choice. Darby, Zlobs, and Mindy, you all get one vote. The vote will either be Vespa or documents. Darby, you first.
Vespa.
Zlobs.
Vespa.
Mindy.
Documents.
Vespa wins. Documents another time. Somerville Magnet School. Next day. A school bus pulls up out front. Doors opening with a wobbly ka-chunk. Students exit in small groups, all talking, laughing, passing loaned books back and forth. And then after a few seconds, a single student comes out with a large new backpack and a printed out schedule in her hand. She stands in the doorway, but doesn't step down, as if she's debating taking a jump off the high dive into a pool. "This is your stop," the bus driver says. The student sees Zlobs covered in air fresheners, who sees her and waves. She waves back. I know, she says. With that, Vespa Blackmaster steps off the bus.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll end it right there.
I put it in the face of the two of Zlobs' enemies, Vice Principal King and Founder Bachman.
This was a Zlobs getting one over on enemies kind of mission here.
Zlobs moves his pillow on his bed so his wooden headboard is exposed and crosses out Founder Bachman. Crosses out Vice Principal King.
Meanwhile, at Market Blasket. All right. Okay. Here we go. All right.
Well,
we're in the healthy aisle.
It's called produce.
Yeah, aka the healthy aisle. Okay. Grapes? Do grapes have iron?
Darby, Google it.
Yes.
Okay, put
right,
him in the
grapes.
basket.
Okay. Okay, cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. Darby?
Only if it has been magically modified.
No.
Morgan?
No MMOs.
Morgan? MMO? Oh, come on. Fine. We'll move to the next one.
MMOs.
Okay.
Ocean said.
Okay. Giant package of salt.
Google's confused.
I don't think so. I don't think I need that.
We better take it.
I have salt at home. Okay. Sure.
Loose sausage links.
No. I don't.
I mean, that's just a hot dog.
I don't think they're supposed to be loose. I think maybe someone spilled these.
Okay. Okay. Purse on the ground.
What's on the ground?
A purse.
A mystery.
Ooh. Let's see whose it is.
No, let's just open it up. Oh, it's a bunch of screws.
Huh.
Huh. Maybe someone who works in construction. The license says, Calpurnia Thompson?
Calpurnia Thompson.
Maria Thompson.
You think?
No.
Shh, no.
There's a
There